Fool, one day you hear, and then you're gone.
Hello everyone, my name is Paula. If you found my channel, it's because you have some sort of anxiety, depression issue, and you are looking to resolve it. I'm no therapist, I'm no expert on this topic, but I am a person who suffers from anxiety and has battled some sort of depression. So if you found my channel is about weight loss. It's about a fitness journey. It's about just plain old life. So you are on Follow Paula, and once again, my name is Paula. So I will take you back to few years ago, maybe 6-7 years ago. I lost my dad to being sick from strokes. He passed away in the hospital due to pneumonia, but he ended up there because of having heart disease, having a stroke and so forth. So he was sick for quite some time, and he was bedridden for a few years. And I'm gonna say, now that I know what depression is and I know what anxiety is, I now know that I was experiencing some type of depression then. I was really young. I was only in high school when my dad got sick, and we were literally in the hospital almost every single day. So being in a stressful environment and, trying to still go to school and focus, I noticed now that I did have some signs of depression. And then I didn't know what it was. So then fast forward, it wasn't bad, it's just like a little anxiety. Fast forward to a few years later, my mom passing away. She passed away a year after my dad. That's when I know I was in a really bad depression. I quit school. I stayed in bed all day. I went days without showering. I'm going to say all I did was get up to eat. And sometimes my husband now, Rick, he would bring me fast food. Like, I wouldn't even want to get up. And he would get pretty upset, and he didn't understand what I was going through. Then there wasn't much social media information, how you see people posting like, these are the signs of depression, these are the signs of anxiety. People weren't open about it. So basically, if no one looked for you, no one asked you how you were doing, no one would know that. Even now, no one will know that you are suffering from anxiety or depression if they don't take the time to ask you how you're doing. Ask you, hey, have you gone out? Have you this? If you have, if you don't have anyone to ask you, then no one is gonna know. I was never medicated for it. I didn't even know that I was depressed, but I do know now that I was. Going 3 days without showering, it's not normal. Not wanting to leave your room, it's not normal. Crying all day, it's not that it's not normal. it's a depressive state. It is out of your norm. So if normally you are a outgoing, funny person, and all of a sudden no one knows what's going on with you, and you're not speaking to anyone, you're not leaving your room, then there's something wrong with you, you know? And I still feel like it's kind of a taboo to talk about these things, and it's hard to talk about it. But my channel is open. My channel is about me telling you guys my struggles, because I know someone out there can relate to it. Someone out there might be experiencing it and not know that they are depressed, that they have anxiety. I have to say that I was lucky enough to have a husband. Back then he was just my boyfriend. But I was lucky enough to have him. I do have a really big family. But I'm going to be quite honest, and it's probably going to upset them, but and it kind of upsets me. I'm the youngest, I'm the second to the youngest of 8 kids. When my mom passed away, I was somewhat living at home and somewhat living in my boyfriend's house. So at the time, when that happened, I obviously wasn't going to have a place to stay. So basically, Rick took me in. No one questioned me. No one asked me if I was okay. No one ever reached out to me during that time. Not even through text message or anything. I feel that my family never reached out and said, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? And I feel that made my depression that much worse, because the only person I had was Rick. And he's a guy a lot of guys don't understand, that anxiety and depression has a lot of different forms, where someone might just be sad and stay in their room. Someone might get angry for no reason. You have different little stages of it, and he didn't understand that, you know. So it was just him who could help me, and he did a really good job. He didn't let me stay home. He got me into working out. And I have to say that was my lifesaver. I don't know where I would be if even I would be here if it wasn't for him. Sorry, guys. So that stage of depression has been gone. But to this day, I do suffer from anxiety. And that is the part that plays with my weight loss and what hinders it. I do emotionally eat at times. I haven't done it in quite some time. But when dealing with anxiety, I have noticed that it triggers me more to crave unhealthy habits of eating. So normally I start feeling this. I realized I was having a anxiety attack, a panic attack a while ago. I thought I was having a heart attack because I was overweight and I had never experienced it. After getting over my depression state, that's when I started to deal with anxiety. I felt like I could breathe, but I couldn't fully breathe in. Like my lungs weren't fully getting all the air that I needed. I would breathe in and I felt like it would get stuck in my chest, like here. I felt um, hot. I felt tightness in my chest. I just felt like, if you have brothers or sisters, you'll understand this feeling. That feeling where they're tickling you and it's past the laughing stage, is past the tickling part. It's now like this excruciating, like, tightness, pain, because you want to laugh, but your body doesn't want to laugh, and it kind of suffocates you. That's what I felt. And I thought I was having a heart attack. And I wasn't, obviously. And I came to realize that it was, I did research and everything, and it turned out it was anxiety. And from there, I started doing a lot of more research and things like that. And now I know, I start feeling that I'm going to get an anxiety attack or just anxiety, and I let my partner know. So I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but I feel that you should find that person. Find a friend, rely on a significant other. If you do still have a parent, open up, talk about these problems that you're having. People might think your life is perfectly fine, and they don't understand that even if your life is going fine, you still can experience these things. These things can still affect you, causing anxiety or depression. And it's a hard battle, and it's a pretty much ongoing thing that comes and goes every once in a while. And it's okay. You just need to learn how to manage it. You need to find an outlet. You need to find a way to distract yourself. You just need to come to terms that you know that you're going to have one. You know that you're experiencing something. And you need to reach out to someone. Maybe a friend, a sister, a brother, if you're lucky to have anyone. Or even a stranger. Strangers are always there to listen. Your coworkers. I've been very lucky to have coworkers who always ask me, "Oh, how are you doing? How's this going? How's that going?" And also my husband now knows. I'll tell him, like, "Hey, I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna have anxiety. Like, you need to calm down. You need to just leave me alone. If I don't talk to you, there's nothing wrong going on. It's just I'm not feeling too good." And I make sure that I go to the gym. I make sure if you're not a person who's into working out or anything like that, go for a walk. I've found that going for a walk or just sitting somewhere silent and lonely helps so much. Just sit there, don't think about anything. I know it's hard to not think about anything, but if you just sit there and try and block out every bad thing that's going on in your head, you will eventually find something to look at. You eventually just start to enjoy where you're at, and it will go away. It will kind of ease away, and you might need a couple days of that, and it's very helpful. So just last month I was starting to feel extremely overwhelmed, and especially with Mother's Day, and it was also my brother's birthday who passed away, and I still have some issues with that. So I was starting to feel like, okay, I'm starting to have little spurts of anger and sadness. I was starting to get a little sad. I called out of work. I had to call out sick because I was starting to feel sick. I was starting to feel headaches and just little things like that. And what I did was I went to the pool area, and luckily no one was around. So I just sat there. I just relaxed, I just tried to clear my mind. I went for a swim. After that, I went and did some cardio. I watched some TV while I was doing cardio, and it just cleared my mind. I did that for 2 days, and it was so helpful because I was starting to feel that overwhelmness, so I just want to say that it's okay to feel these things. It's okay to not know why you're feeling these things. It's okay to talk to someone about these things. And I'm here for you. You could always leave me comments, email me, and I'd love to be there for you if you don't have someone to rely on, to open up to. So I just want to say that when it comes to fitness and depression and anxiety, that fitness will be your lifesaver. You will feel like you don't want to go work out because you obviously want to just lounge around. You just sometimes don't want to get out of bed. Sometimes you don't even want to shower. But if you can just get out of the house, get into a park, the beach, any nature, any part of nature, even a gym, if you can get yourself to do that, you can just turn your day around. You won't feel the need to binge eat. You won't feel the need to sabotage yourself with unhealthy eating, because that makes it even worse. If you're already feeling down, if you're already feeling anxiety, depression, and you go and sabotage your healthy eating, you are gonna feel like crap. You're gonna feel that much worse. So I don't know, hopefully this was somewhat helpful, somewhat relatable, and hopefully it was the little push you needed to ask someone for help, or realize that you have some sort of anxiety, some sort of depression, and just know that it will be okay. Those feelings will go away. Everything eventually gets better. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments. Email me if you have any questions, if you have any sort of issue that you want to talk to someone about and you have absolutely no one to talk about it to. I'm there for you. So, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more videos. So, see you guys later.